Demonstration for paving tiles. 1. Paving polished porcelain tiles. Mix the sand and cement on a clean surface at a proportion of 1 to 3 and degree of moisture of 70%. You can check the wetness by grasping it in your hand. It is better to use medium sand and 27.5 R cement. Firstly, render with a track level bar. Level the sand and lay the mortar fully at the back of the tile. 4 millimeters thick for 600 by 600 millimeter tiles. 5 millimeters for 800 by 800 millimeter tiles. Then, gently knock on the tile with a clean wooden mallet to bind the tiles and the mortar tightly. Several people can pave the tiles along the level line at the same time for better efficiency. Just ensure that all the tiles are laid straight along a line and even with the level line. Feel the joining angles of the tiles to check if they are flat and smooth. Begin from the doorway and work towards the inside. The first tile should be installed in the middle of the doorway. The other tiles should be installed from the middle to the sides. The tiles should also be 10 millimeters away from the wall, or according to the customer's requirement. Once the tiles are paved, place a plastic cloth layer on them and wooden boards over the cloth. Seal the joining of the boards to protect the surface of the tiles. Never use paper instead of wooden board. Follow the requirements of the design. Lay out the tiles according to the item numbers, patterns, and textures. For irregular tiles, follow the arrow direction on the back of the tiles. 2. Installing wall tiles. All of our wall tiles are made with Ngobi. The glazed surface is as smooth as a mirror and easy to clean. The body is white and the color will never fade. Install the wall tiles from the bottom to the top with gap width according to the customer's requirement. According to the design requirement, find the way of lining up the tiles and draw the level lines. Sink the wall tiles piece by piece into clean water until there are no bubbles coming up. And then take them out and dry them. Spray enough water into the level layer, then cover the tile back evenly with sand and cement mortar at the proportion of 1 to 2. 5 millimeters to 6 millimeters thick. The bigger the tile, the thicker the mortar. Then, gently knock on the tile with a clean wooden mallet to bind the tiles and mortar tightly. And level the tiles with a ruler to make sure the tiles are constructed evenly. After finishing one area, fill the gaps with grout or gap-filling adhesive. Smooth it, and finally clean off the stains and keep routine maintenance. 3. Rustic tiles. Pave the rustic tiles from one side to the other with a level measurer to ensure flatness. The thickness of the grout varies depending on the size of the tile. For 600 by 600 millimeter tiles, about 4 millimeters. For 800 by 800 millimeter tiles, about 5 millimeters. Several workers can pave the tiles at the same time for better efficiency. Leaving a small gap between the tiles is recommended for better decorative effect. A cross-line gauge can be used to fix the size of the gap. According to the size of the tiles, leave a 3 to 8 millimeter gap and make sure that the gaps are in order. Fill the gaps with a special gap-filling adhesive. Stick color division paper on the sides of the gaps to protect the tile surface. The gap-filling adhesive should be dry within 15 minutes. Then tear the paper, carefully protecting the surface of the tiles from staining. A suitable color of gap-filling adhesive makes for a better decorative effect. Such adhesives are sold in ordinary chemical and construction material stores.